questioning, where is this coming from? I remember they gave him a pill for his brain, a medication for his brain to kind of bring back the short-term memory. But for me personally, on that part, when they gave him, I stopped giving him that medication because it stepped up the dementia even worse. And I know it's hard, you know, to see it or to be accused of things that you never do, but just, you know, you just gotta see God and forgive you that peace, that solace in your life and of, you know, caregiving for your parent or loved one, because it is hard. And I used to go through some very trying times, and no matter whatever it be, like, I mean, they would get with you into a head-to-head confrontation. You just let them just keep going on, and then if the more you disagree with them, the more they feel they have to justify. The best that I found, and me and Marlene had found in that situation, my dad, we would just turn it off. We just keep our mouths quiet, and then he would subside. So that could be one advice for all who is taking care of family member with dementia, is when they get into the justifying of what you was doing is wrong and everything, and you go with them in that head-to-head confrontation, is just say okay and just, you know, be quiet, and then you slowly see it cannot be provoked anymore, that they start to subside. And that was the biggest part, is how when we get into that head-to-head confrontation, me and Marlene would just be okay, and we wouldn't talk about it anymore. And slowly it would come back down, and then it's like they would come back. The switch of dementia would go off, and they would turn on back to their rightful mind, you know, and they would be ashamed of what had just happened, because they have no control over the situation.
So how did God walk you through that, personally?
He gave me strength. It's one thing. He made me stand strong upon Him, you know, being, we're not just going to either war side, but just being biased and seeing what was going on, and just say, okay, Dad, you know, even though you know things are never true what they say, but then yet, see, in the medical field, we asked that question. The doctors said they would believe the patient and not the caregiver. So I question about that, like, oh, then what about us? How do we protect ourselves from that situation? But you know what, to me and all that, God is the best protection He can get. And He knows every situation. So He brought me through that only by being quiet when need to, so that I won't provoke the dementia to go on. And when he was bedridden, they would give him medication for sleeping, and there was another medication also that they gave. I forget what was down, but that even triggered a dementia. So you gotta kind of watch on the medication that they give you for your elderly loved ones, you know. Read about it. If you're not too sure, you ask questions to the pharmacist, or even knowing about the reactions, how when you'd give the pill and see how it works in about a half hour to an hour. Because God gave I had no knowledge of any of these things, but God gave us knowledge on studying on my dad. You know, It's never easy. It's always, it's like you get stressed out sometimes. And you don't know what to do. You don't know how to make, you wouldn't know how to make things better. And you just want to go into the quiet time and go to the penalty box to chill out. But you cannot, because you always have to, it's a 24-hour thing. Caregiving for an elderly loved one is a 24-hour.
Wow.
Yeah. But thank God for his strength.
Yeah.